back to my channel today, and we are doing a brand new Sims 4 Speedbuild today. And so today we are currently building a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom home in Mt.Komorebi, only using base game and Snowy Escape using platforms, because I'm obsessed and I cannot stop, and you can't stop me because I am already ahead on builds. So there's no plan on stopping them while I'm ahead. So yeah, either way, we are currently building a home for Vincent Pierson. If you do not remember who he is, I did a creative sim 2 days ago explaining his backstory about what he is doing, why he lives in Mt.Komorebi, why he's friends with Ava, stuff like that. But I will explain a little bit more in this video in case you haven't watched it. But if you do want to watch it, the link is down below in the description, along with the time codes. Of course, as you all know, I put time codes in all my videos nowadays so you can kind of navigate through the video, whether you want to watch the house tour or kind of get into a certain part of the video where I talk about a story, which will be today. Anywho, I want to let you all know that I haven't done like a proper let's play in a very long time, just because I've been burnt out on them. If you haven't noticed, very burnt out on let's plays. That's why I haven't been doing them for a very long time. I only currently have one quote unquote let's play, and that's the Novak Legacy family that I play off camera and do current household updates when I want to feel like uploading them. But trust me, I'm about to update you guys on a serious note for the Novak family and my Sims 2 Pleasant View save. Let's be real here. There's some drama happening in both, and I'm quite excited to share with you all. Not in this video, but in a later video coming soon that you'll see, hopefully by next week. So that being said, Vincent Pierson and Ava Knox will be in my Novak Legacy family save file, so you'll be seeing them here and there throughout the episodes, because I'm trying to incorporate Snowy Escape with the Novak family, because I don't want them to go on vacation just yet. And also because Hunter just moved out of her parents' home to live in an apartment as a teenager still. So she's still navigating the adult life and how she's going to be basically doing things. And so since she lives in the city of San Myshuno, and Ava has knowledge of the city since she used to live there when she was in college, and then later on dropped out her second semester or second year as a sophomore, Ava's there as Hunter's mentor. And in a way, I'm kind of glad that she is, because this will give me a chance to kind of have Hunter grow up a little bit more, hang out with older people that's not her age, and kind of become more grown up, because she's still a teenager, still naive, and still trying to do things on her own, but still needs that adult guidance that she's looking for. And in a way, she does have that rebellious, adventure seeking adrenaline vibe going on with her. So she vibes very well with Vincent, who I created on stream last week, and I built this house last week on the same day, which was the 12th of November, which, now that I'm thinking about it, Snowy Escape came out last week on Friday, and today's Saturday. It feels like it's been out for like 5 weeks or longer than that. Time is going, I don't know where time is going, but it feels like it's going way too fast, and I don't like that. And it's weird. Does anyone else feel that way? If you do, let me know down in the comments below. How do you feel about the time change and how things are going for you? Because I want to have a conversation about literally life. Life is happening to everyone. So it's things are not happy hunky-dory like it used to be. Life is happening, okay? It's real. It's happening. Either way, moving on, like I said, Hunter, Ava, and Vincent are all going to be friends in my Novak Legacy family, and you'll be seeing them during Christmas, and I have a very exciting video for you all for Christmas. I've been working on this project for a year, since December of last year. I'm so excited to finally release that lovely long project I've been working on. And it's going to be really, really cool. I hope it turns out really well. You'll probably recognize some of the Sims that I've created in the past. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've been in my streams and you watched my videos in the past of me talking about it, last year, you would know which family I'm talking about and why I love this family so, so much. There's one distinct family that I rave so much about on social media and videos, constantly, because I love them so much and they feel so real and personal. And so I want to be able to express my love for them even more. So if you know what I'm talking about, let me know in the comments below. Just guess, and I'll heart your comment and see if you're right. I mean, I'll still heart everyone's comment and respond to everyone, but I'll pin your comment if you're right. Anywho, moving forward of the story, which I'm going to get into now at this current time, the story behind this build, like I said, is for Vincent Pierson, an adrenaline-seeking sim who is starting a brand new adventure out here in the streets of Mt.Komorebi because he used to live in San Myshuno. No, I don't think so. I can't remember. He used to be in college for literally 1 year. He was in college for 1 year, not 2, 1 year, and was like, well, I don't want to be here anymore. So he just like straight up left. He literally left college after that time. And his friends, but he were like, oh, you should do things for yourself and hang out with whoever you want to be, or like hang out with us in the future. And you know what Vincent did? They were friends for 2 weeks. 2 weeks of friendship. And it was like, you know what? I don't know about that. Maybe not. I'm just gonna go ahead and like just head out. And he just dropped out of college and was like, I'm just gonna go to a new adventure. So you start backpacking around the world. He used to live in San Myshuno, Granite Falls, Brindlin Bay. He was pretty much everywhere in the world of The Sims 4 seeking new adventures. And like I said, he is an adrenaline-seeking sim. He has the aspiration of extreme sports enthusiast. So things that kind of get him the thrill that he needs in life, he'll go after. Like whether it's mountain climbing, rock climbing, jumping off a cliff, like crazy stuff like that he'll do for like the thrill and like the attention that he wants to get from people on how they will react to it, and he gets it every single time. So it's like, it's no secret that he'll eventually fall off a cliff in Mt.Komorebi to the very peak. It might just happen, who really knows. But I wanted to be able to kind of give him a home to have him stationed here for a while, because him just having no home and just like living on the streets, this is not ideal for my Sims. So I just end up thinking, oh, they should live in a small house, but then I give him all this furniture. However, this stuff was not stolen. However, Ava's furniture is somewhat stolen in her house that she has graciously borrowed in her past life when she was in college. I'm not going to discuss about that right now, but for Vincent, his stuff is actually bought from like flea markets and friends, the family, and things that he bought off of Simbay. So like he's definitely got a lot of stuff over the time, and he's earned money from like backpacking, recycling, selling things. Like he's been doing things for so many years. And he only went to college because he thought he should have gotten something extra from school that he didn't get from his like parents or high school or just everyday life. So he thought college could provide more. And he had jobs. He had odd jobs in between his 12 months of university. Or I think it's like 9 months of university actually, because like August to May. Yeah, around that time, he had odd jobs, earned some simoleons, and bought things for himself for his dorm. And let's just say that he took all that stuff and just basically was like, you know what, I'm just gonna put it in storage and like leave it for later, and I'll come back at a decent time to collect my things. And that was like 3 weeks ago when he called the headquarters saying, hey Phil, yeah, I moved to a different world, like about 500,000 miles away from Brightchester. So can I just like have you ship my stuff to Mt.Komorebi? And Phil's like, who? Mt.Komorebi? That's like on the other side of the world. You want me to ship all of your like 500 things from your storage locker to your new home that you're only gonna live in there for like 5 months? And like Vincent was like, yeah, of course, yeah. 5 months tops, totally, yeah. Just ship all my stuff, will be perfectly fine. I'll handle all the stuff. Don't worry, Phil. I got you. I'll do you a solid one of these days. He hasn't done a solid in the past 5 years, so yeah. Not great for Phil right now in this time. He lives in Willow Creek, has a daughter and a son, and he's married for about 7 years. So it's like, what is he gonna do? Phil just keeps on giving chance after chance after chance, like waiting for that phone call from like Vincent saying, hey Vincent, you remember that favor you were gonna offer me like 3 years ago. Yeah, it's time. And then Vincent like makes up an excuse saying, "Oh, yeah, so sorry, I'm a little bit tied up right now. I'm on the top of like a cliff right now, and I don't think I can get down for like another like 4 or 5 months. So like give me some time, okay? Yeah, just give me some time. I'm doing some research on this project that I'm working on." And Phil's like, "Oh yeah, totally fine." And of course, Vincent has a very good record of like working and making income. So Phil was like totally fine with it. But after like 5 years, that's a long time. 5 years is a long time, and he owes a lot of solids, like a lot of favors to Phil to like give him certain stuff, like in like more money or some type of furniture for his kids, like stuff like that. And like Vincent needs to get some responsibility going, and so that is why Ava is helping Hunter, mentoring her, but also mentoring Vincent to be a proper human being. Because Vincent, like I said, great person, awesome, whatever. He just doesn't know responsibility that much, and he says he'll do something, but never really actually does it. And so it kind of makes him unreliable and not really trustworthy that much. But Phil trusts him. Only Phil. Everybody else, not so much. His parents, not so much either. So, that being said, will Ava ever help Vincent become a good, responsible person in his life? Or will he just still be the same old, rebellious, good looking, good for nothing type of sim that you'll eventually get along with? Maybe, maybe not. You never really know. But, like I said, I personally think that with Vincent being in a new world that has to do with like responsibility, culture, and learn the new ways of being an actual decent person will probably change him for the better, because in my mind, Ava's already been doing really well for herself since she's got back to her hometown and has been mentoring Hunter for a few months. This will give her another chance to, help others. Like I think she eventually wants to be able to kind of give Vincent her newfound book, The Ways of Being a Decent Person in Mt.Komorebi and Respecting the Culture of the Japanese Culture. Because sometimes he just doesn't understand. Sometimes he just needs a good talking to. And Ava is that person. She's basically like his therapist at this point. But in all, will he change? I don't really know. Only time will decide. And hopefully Ava will change him in the future. But either way, we're going to go ahead and hop into the tour part of the video, and I'll show you the whole entire house, because I did cut some things out of this video, so you get to kind of see the whole house in all its entirety. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into the tour. So now that we're into the tour part of the video, I wanted to say that this house and Ava's house are probably my favorite builds that I've done thus far since the update and since Snowy Escape, because everything matches. And when I come to this world, Mt.Komorebi, I feel like a brand new person, and I can like sit down and relax and go with the flow and see what happens. That being said, this home is probably something that I think I would love to live in if it was real out there in the world in Japan or somewhere here in Illinois. I would live in here. No joke, I would live in here. But I'm just manifesting right now that one day we'll get cars. So I think for now on, when I build in this world, maybe I will try again. I'm putting like fake carports on the side of the homes because it looks kind of cool, and I want to try it out and see what happens. But again, manifesting my goals of one day we'll get cars in the Sims 4. Will it happen? I don't really know. But anywho, like I said, Vincent's house is pretty chill, pretty bland. I didn't do much on the front patio because, again, doesn't have a lot of furniture. Plus, I wanted to make it sure it was just like you come out here and sit and vibe or read a book or do whatever. But as for the interior, I built this all on stream. So if you ever want to watch the VOD that I did, I will leave my channel down below. I'm a few days behind on the VODs, but it'll be on my second channel, More SpringSims, where you can see me building this house from start to finish. It took about like 3.5 hours to do. I also made Vincent on stream as well, so you can kind of see how I made him and his home and how it all came to be. But I was having the hardest time figuring out where I was going to put everything. I know for a fact that I was going to do a sunken kitchen because I wanted to see and try it with the platforms, and it worked pretty well. But for the dining room and the living room, I was a little bit confused, so I decided, hey, why not just put the living room near the front entrance and like see what happens? And it worked really well. And then for the dining room, I also put it right here, and the hot pot is so convenient. And when I first discovered, this new pack and playing around with it, the hot pot is actually a separate build item, so you can put it on any surface, and that's like so good and convenient for like traveling or doing whatever, and it makes perfect sense to have it that way. So I just put that there, and then we have our, I don't know, what's like shelving unit with our little fish in here, our goldfish, 7 simoleons, excellent quality, hereditary, common. So it's a very chill goldfish, Goldie the goldfish. And then in here, it was gonna be a bathroom, but I changed it into an office area because I wanted Ava to come here to like visit, hang out for a little bit, sleep over, do whatever, and have her, come here to write her books when she doesn't want to be at her own house. Kind of get a change of scenery, because when you think about it, when you're stuck in an area for so long, quarantine for so long, you just want to get out of that area and move somewhere different and have a change of pace, change of scenery, and see what you can come up with. And that's what Ava is doing. So in a way, she kind of lives here, but doesn't live here. It's more like her second home away from home. And so that's why she has an office for herself here. But as for the upstairs, Ava's right here. As you can see, she's looking at something. I think she's about to paint or something. She's going to view it. Why is she going to view this easel? Paint something, lady, please. But yeah, so like I said, this is a hallway. Not much going in here. I put all the figurines that I have found in debug on the shelves, and they look so cool. I think these figurines are pretty nice. They're like little teeny tiny, they're like void critters, but you can get from the vending machines out in the world, which is pretty cool. And then for the bedroom, I have it here. It's pretty small, pretty compact, made for a single sim. And Vincent, to me, is like single and loving it, where he doesn't like commitment and he doesn't really like to be tied down. And that's why he's been backpacking for so long over the past few years. Like, he dropped out of college right after his first year of being in university. It wasn't for him. He just ended up leaving, and then right then and there, he started backpacking amongst the different worlds like Selvadorada, Granite Falls, Willow Creek, stuff like that. So he goes around visiting new places to seek a new adventure and be his own person without being tied down to someone or something or somewhere. And he might not live here for a long time. Like, granted, his storage unit people that he stores his stuff at, Phil, him, he said, oh, you're going to be in this world for only like 5 months, no longer than that. And Vincent was like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever you say, Phil, trust me, I'll stay here a lot longer. I might find the right person, I might change my ways. And Phil's like, okay, sure, whatever you say, Vincent, do what you gotta do, go for it. But yeah, so that's why I kind of made his bedroom more very small and compact, and not really a lot going on for him. Like, he doesn't have a lot of furniture to begin with, so this is basically all he has, and he probably won't buy any more. But his bathroom, though, I have to say, I love this toilet, and I think it's kind of cool. Like, this toilet is fancy, bougie, and like the light in here, it just looks so nice. So in case you want to download this build for yourself, for your own personal gameplay, for your Sims in the new world, or any world, matter of fact, you can find it under my gallery name, which is SpringSims, or under the hashtag SpringSims. It's on a 20 by 15 lot under 54,000 simoleons. And one proper thing that I think is a really, really helpful tip for everyone out there who is curious of what items I used in this build, just in case you do not have Snowy Escape, or you have it but you want to know what items I use, all you got to do is click the icon on any build on my gallery page, click show use items, and then it will tell you what items I used from that pack. It's a really helpful tool for anyone curious about what items I used and kind of gathering inspiration, but I think I basically used every single item in the new pack because I wanted to see and try it out for myself to see what I can come up with. But in all, that's how you do it. It's a great tool, great tip to use for any build on the gallery that you find interesting, you want to download for yourself. And yeah, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap up this video right here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the very next video. Bye!